This is Napoleon Hill, a humble guy who took a job as a reporter at Bob Taylor's magazine, interviewing highly successful people and writing about their stories. One of the first people he interviewed was Andrew Carnegie, who is considered one of the richest men to ever live, with a net worth of $372 million in 1901, which translates to over $370 billion in today's money, which is more than double the net worth of Jeff Bezos. Carnegie told Hill that anyone can be rich if they followed a set of principles that many wealthy individuals, just like him, have followed. Carnegie offered Hill an opportunity to meet and interview some of the most successful people in the world, but instead of writing for a magazine, he would compile what he learned in a book. But there was a catch. He would not get paid while doing this. Trusting that Carnegie knew better, Hill agreed in less than 30 seconds. This later became the book Think and Grow Rich, which sold over 20 million copies in Hill's lifetime and over 100 million copies to date, which made him a very rich man. Hill says that a strong burning desire to be successful is the foundation of virtually all financially wealthy people. When someone truly wants something, not just hopes for it, he is compelled to act towards the things that they want. To inspire this burning desire, he gives 5 steps we must take to light this fire. First is to decide in detail exactly how much wealth we like to attract. For example, let's say that our friend Tom here wants to make his first $100,000. Notice how Tom didn't say, I want to be rich or I want to make 6 figures. He had a specific target to hit. Number 2, decide what you will give in exchange for this money. Nothing comes for free. Unlike the title of this book might imply, we cannot just think money into existence. We must give something of value in exchange for the desired money. Number 3, decide on the date that you will reach your monetary goal. You know what they say, a dream with a deadline is not a dream, but a goal. Number 4, create an action plan to carry out your goal. And number 5, write down your goal, what you will give in exchange, your deadline, and what you will do in a piece of paper. And look over this plan every day to keep you focused on achieving your goal. This not only gives you a burning desire, but a practical plan of attack. For example, let's go back to our friend Tom. He wants to make his first $100,000. And he knows that he is amazing at building websites. So he decides that he will create a website for a business in exchange for $1,000 per website. This means that he will have to help 100 people build their websites in order to make his $100,000. And he set a date to make his $100,000 1 year from now. So this means that he will have to serve around 9 people per month in order to reach his goal of $100,000 per year. Having a burning desire is important, but if we don't believe that we can actually achieve it, the plan will fail. Hill says that every highly successful person has a strong sense of belief that they will achieve their goals. Let's take Elon Musk for example. He took his $165 million he made by selling his company PayPal and used it all to start his company Tesla and SpaceX because he fully believed he could make them work. He risked everything he had to build his companies. Now, Elon Musk is estimated to be worth $29 billion as of 2020. One of the best ways to develop a sense of belief that you can actually achieve your goals is by surrounding yourself with others who have done what you want to accomplish. When we see someone just like us who has done something that we want to do, it proves to us that it can be done. Now, using the internet, we have access to these individuals more than ever. Having these influences around us helps us with what Hill calls autosuggestion. This is basically influencing your subconscious mind by curating what thoughts or outside stimulus we receive. For example, if we're constantly consuming negative media or being around people who constantly complain, we are not likely to feel happy and powerful. But what if instead we spend our time reading inspiring books, listening to positive podcasts, or watching positive and informational content? All of a sudden, we feel like we can actually achieve our goals because we are positively autosuggesting. Many people, including Hill, noticed that many successful individuals naturally visualize themselves reaching their goals. This might actually be a side effect of their burning desire of being successful. The more they visualize themselves achieving their goals, the more focused and intense their desire to achieve becomes. Now, something important to consider is that in order to achieve high levels of success, it's important to get specialized knowledge. If our friend Tom has a brain tumor, he would have a better chance of survival if he worked with a brain surgeon than if he worked with a general medicine doctor. Now, which of them do you think makes the most money? The one with the knowledge about one specific need. This is more important today in the modern era where most industries are extremely competitive. The more specialized one is, the easier it becomes to dominate in your industry. This is what in the modern era is called a niche. It becomes easier to deliver a service or market your product when you have specialized knowledge. Now, Hill does not feel that it is necessary to start with knowledge. He suggests to find out what specialized knowledge you need and then seek to find it. Especially in today's modern world, it is easier than ever to find, learn, and develop a skill with the use of the internet. Knowledge and information is vital as well as having imagination. Hill learned that a common thread between highly successful people is that they are highly imaginative. They are able to use their imagination from the start of their journey since they imagined and believed in their potential success. Hill says that there are two types of imagination: synthetic and creative imagination. Synthetic imagination is arranging old concepts, ideas, plans, or products that, when combined in a unique way, it would create or synthesize to form a new invention. If we think of some of the biggest companies in the world today, like Uber, Airbnb, or even Facebook, they are all examples of taking a previous concept and reinventing it to create a new and improved system or service. Creative imagination is a much more rare form of imagination. As Hill puts it, we tap into a higher level of consciousness where inspiration or hunches come from. Hill explains that imagination is just like a muscle. The more we practice it, the stronger it gets. But many people have incredible ideas, but many don't act on them. Hill says that decision is a major part of success. Hill suggests that a big difference between high achievers and most others is that most people make a decision slowly and change their minds quickly. Highly successful people make decisions quickly and confidently until they either work or don't. As Hill emphasizes, this power to make confident decisions comes from their purpose, their burning desire to achieve their goals. A great example of this is Steve Jobs. He had a burning desire to create technology that would change the world. He made a decision to start the company and didn't stop until his vision was a reality. Now, just as you didn't learn how to walk by giving up, Jobs didn't become one of the most iconic entrepreneurs in history by letting temporary failure take him down. Even when executives fired him from his own company and he sold most of his stock, virtually locking him out of his own company, did not stop him. He continued with his plan to use technology to change the world. He built his company Next, which was bought by Apple 12 years later for $400 million. And soon after, Jobs became the CEO of Apple until he could no longer be. Jobs' story is an incredible tale of one of Hill's principles of success: persistence. Once a decision is made, the mind of the high achiever persists until it's done. Steve Harvey, for example, host of Family Feud, host of his own talk show and radio show worth many millions, was at one point homeless, living in his car for a long period of time while he was working on his stand-up comedy. He did not start getting successful until he was 36 years old. Colonel Sanders was denied over 1,000 times before someone bought the rights for his chicken recipe, and then KFC was born. And he was 66 years old. An undeniable trait of highly successful individuals is that they are highly persistent. If we combine those traits in ourselves while surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals with a variety of specialized knowledge, we can build something powerful. As Hill says, when two or more individuals put their mind together, a third and more powerful mind is created, what he calls the mastermind. This can take its members further than any individual could on their own. Take the company Apple. It all started combining the computer Steve Wozniak created and Steve Jobs' ability to be persuasive. One without the other wouldn't have sparked the creativity and vision in one another, and this industry-changing company wouldn't exist. Something that many people don't realize is that high achievers focus a big portion of their time and energy developing a network of other highly intelligent individuals with a variety of skills to add value to one another. You know what they say, your network is your net worth. All of this is incredible, but it could feel a little overwhelming if we don't have an organized plan. Throughout the book, Hill hints about the importance of organized planning even from the very beginning in his first lesson on desire, when we set our desires into an actionable plan. So, thinking about your goals right now, what will be your plan of attack? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's recap the 10 principles in this video from the book Think and Grow Rich. First, we must have a burning desire to be successful, not just a wish or a hope, but have a burning desire for it. Number 2, we must believe that what we want to achieve is possible, and we can do this by surrounding ourselves with those who have already achieved it. Number 3, it is important to curate what goes into our subconscious mind, from thoughts to outside stimulus, and expose ourselves to things that empower us. Number 4, virtually all high achievers naturally visualize themselves achieving their goals. They see it in their mind first before it becomes a reality. Number 5, specialized knowledge tends to outperform general knowledge. Number 6, imagination. There are 2 types of imagination, synthetic and creative. Number 7, decision. High achievers make decisions quickly and confidently even if they have to calibrate along the way. Number 8, persistence. A high achiever tends to follow through with their goals. Number 9, the mastermind. Successful individuals focus on developing a network of other intelligent high achievers with a variety of specialized knowledge. And number 10, organized planning. Have a plan of attack to execute your goals. Alright guys, let me know in the comments what was one idea that resonated with you the most from this video. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.